What's up, guys? I ain't got very much battery life, but welcome back to the channel. Or to the channel.
What?
What are you doing?
Me?
Are you giving Buddy Laffy Taffy?
No.
She's giving Buddy Laffy Taffy. Anyway, so you guys seen, well, I don't know if you guys seen. Anyway, we got the motor running in the S10. As you guys may have, maybe not have seen. Anyway, if not, I don't know if I did. I don't know if I made a video or not. So, I think I did. Anyway, so we got the S10 running.
Bigger.
The filter side goes. Yeah. You get the idea, people. We don't know our stuff. We got gas, ladies and gentlemen. Fill up. Alright, we're getting there. Did you get that on video?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. The game unconnected. You made it out of time. A little bit.
What is all that stuff?
Gas.
And boy, it'll feel minutes and then it went away.
I say she runs a little bit on the wrong side of the railroad tracks, but she runs.
We got 99.9% of that on camera.
So we try to run that again. Let's try it again.
I mean,
I got our fuel pumper maker happening, 3000 working. She running a little bit with no fluid in it. Probably wait it. Melting the coil wire on the header currently.
get it off there.
Along with, as you guys seen now that we got the S10 running. So next is, we got the transmission and motor in. You guys seen that video. We got it in with a jack, transmission jack, well, two jacks and transmission jack, and we got the motor in without an engine hoist, as you guys seen on both channels. JTB's. Anyway, yeah, you guys get the idea. So we got the transmission and motor in, and I got the drive shaft in, which you guys can't see because it is way too dark back here. But I was kind of scared because after we got it in and started running the motor and started revving it up and started banging it off, getting it up high in RPMs, it started rev hanging, and I was kind of like, something's going on here. Well, Zach's kind of leaning towards it being timing, which it could be timing, but I realized the transmission's in drive and not neutral like we thought it was. And this transmission lost a lot of fluid. So basically, after I filled the transmission full of fluid, was anyway a gallon low on fluid and was in drive and had no vacuum. So I don't know what happened to the transmission in the process. It moves because off screen we jacked the truck up off the rear end. Well, jacked the rear of the truck up. I slid the dry shaft in. The dry shaft back there is not put in correctly because I got the wrong U-bolt straps. So we just kind of hoped and prayed the dry shaft didn't go, flying around. So anyway, after doing all that, the wheels turn after, putting a gallon and maybe a quart and a half of fluid in it. And the wheels move now. So I'm hoping the transmission's still fine. I mean, that'd be a real bummer on this project. So anyway, so now Zach and Takeo said that they found a column for me. It's just a junk column for now. Till we get the money to save up for a Motion Raceworks column, which is the plan for this S10, is to get a Motion Raceworks column for it, which is for racing cars only. Anyway, and then the column will be going in. Shifter will be coming off of that, will be going up, but the problem is we need to figure out seats. I do not want to use the stock bench seat, but if it comes down to it, that is an option. But we also got to start thinking about a cage for this thing and figuring out how it's going to be going in here, which I can't do that till I get the cage. I know that. But I think it's Midwest Street Cars or something like that. Anyway, there's a website that sells them, so I will be ordering a cage, and it's already pre-bent. Everything's all bent. All the tubes are bent. I just got to weld it back together. He looks so comfortable. Ooh, this fire's really hot. This fire's hot. It feels good.
He's been watching that.
Anyway, fire's nice and warm. So, anyway, I don't know what we're going to do today, so this video is just kind of going to be scattered all over the place. There's a few things I need to get done. I need to get this all prepared for a column to go in, and I need to pop the main caps off of that to figure out if it was the rod bearings that went bad in that. There's a few things I need to get done tonight. It's like 7:30, so it's not all going to be done tonight. So,
It's 7:55.
yeah, 7:55, 8 o'clock on Monday. So, bear with me. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to be taking off, the wrong U-joint clamps. Going to take those off, and I got these from the local O'Reilly's, which is not like all the other O'Reilly's. They don't ask me if it's four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive. Honestly, it's probably the best O'Reilly's around, to be honest with you, but I'm going to get to taking those off real quick. Well, that don't fit worth a damn. I'd do this the old school way. Well, it would be if I could find the right wrench. So after an hour or too long, I finally got the U-joint caps in. I mean, it took forever to get those in there because it's been so long since this truck's rear end's actually had any bolts in there that the threads were just, yeah, they just weren't going in. So after an hour of fighting these bolts to go in and trying to clean them at the same time with some liquid wrench and a screwdriver, me not having an actual, thread cleaner is not a thing. So, just force these bolts in there and clean them out as I went. So, that's how I got it in there. So now dry shaft is completely in. Boys hopefully will be coming over tomorrow. Maybe, I doubt it. I don't know. To get the steering column, to get it put inside this truck. Now, I'm going to pop the main caps, rod caps. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight or not. What time is it?
9 o'clock.
Yeah, I doubt I'll do that. I've got no willpower pulling that motor the rest of the way apart. I just want to scrap it.
What?
That.
The orange
But
one?
no, the gray one. But so this is almost ready to go. Well, ready to move. I'm gonna get the steering column put in it here pretty soon, so it will be able to be driven around. Today is Wednesday, and you know, somewhat of nice Missouri. It is almost 60 degrees here in West Plains, so yeah, I'm gonna take every bit of it and enjoy it. We're actually getting ready to head to Hood's Performance because what I found yesterday, which will be in this video as well later on, we're gonna head to Hood's Performance and see about some pricing on some stuff for the new 350. Big change of plans. Actually, a lot of change of plans actually just all of a sudden unfolded because of what we have found in the new 350. Kind of a you know, heartbreaker, but it is what it is. Shit happens like that all the time, and I've came to realize that. So plans will start to unfold differently now for Blue and the mud truck, which that is no biggie, but we are getting ready to actually head to the boys in the Dodge. So we're gonna go up to the boys, and I'll run into you guys when we get there. All right.
Yay, recording.
All right, guys. So we're at Taco's and Zach's and their grandparents.
Yes.
I got my steering column from them.
Yes. It's been out in the junk S10 bed out there for
30 years.
not that long, but you know.
It looks like it.
At least probably 8 or more.
And they're fixing their frame.
Yep.
That's in their video, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we've recorded a little bit, not much.
Okay, well, I mean, they don't got to be long videos.
Then we get to start on that thing.
You didn't put it up high enough.
We're gonna tip it on its side
Aww.
and cut it out, and then we're gonna put it back down and weld the floor in.
That's how we got it off.
That's how we got it off.
Oh my gosh.
We go tractor tipping. You know,
Yeah, literally, that's why the passenger mirror's not on it. We literally tip it all the way on its side.
That poor door.
And then
Yeah.
it's fine. Worst case, that door gets a little more damaged.
It was
It's got a big
perfect,
kink
though.
in it anyway.
It was
on the
perfect
bottom.
though because his truck was already slammed, so the pallet was literally like that far from the bottom of the cab. So we just picked it up and it didn't have to fall or anything.
So we found out that yeah, if you need to remove a cab with pallets,
Make
make
sure
sure
your
your
truck's
truck
slammed.
sits about this far off the ground.
Now you just pick it up.
Oh yeah, we picked up the front end to move it over here.
Yeah.
We literally lifted the front of the truck and drug it around. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
But we couldn't do that to a motor.
No, but we can do it to a long bed S10 frame. Yeah,
We have issues. Oh my gosh. The stuff they come up with.
it works.
Yeah, it does
Or
work.
being a backyard mechanic. We don't have concrete and jacks like you do.
Hey, half the time concrete and jacks don't even work.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'd been watching Puddin working on the
Mini truck.
Down and Dirty.
The Datsun.
Datsun?
The Datsun.
Yeah. And
The
we're like-
original OG build.
yeah, and we're like, you know what, we can do this.
Yep.
So we just got out here.
It's simple.
and started cutting. I came up with like our little plate thing.
Mm-hmm.
And did you see that he put hard body suspension on the front of it? It was hard body, right?
Yeah, it was our
Yeah,
body.
on the
It's
front
off
of
of a
it.
Nissan hardbody.
On the front of a 77 Datsun.
Yep.
And it works.
It took a lot of
Recycling, right? You know how we have all of our rusty rigs? We got the sheet metal to
Out
do
of the
those
floor
out
of
of the
the
floor of the
79.
79.
Oh my
It's literally
gosh.
sitting right there.
it's the little stupid plates they were putting to help shrink.
Oh, the
floor.
self-tap plates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right there. And then yeah, we just cut it and
It works.
We use cardboard
thick.
design, you know.
It
and
ain't
then-
moving.
yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I can literally just.
I mean, it works. Exactly. See? Well, you moved the whole truck, so it did move.
Yeah, but the mount isn't going nowhere.
No. Unless you get hit, but that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know, this mount was rotted like this far.
Well, it was almost.
It was gone.
Almost gone.
It
Like,
was, it was bad.
So
And
I
now-
remember that because I remember when we put the V8 in it the first time.
Yep. Now we don't have that problem when we put the V8 back in it.
You can see how big the hole is on the YouTube video when it finally goes up.
Look at this funny thing. Look at my rear brake line. And it would lock the rear brakes up when I hit the brakes. And then when I let off the brakes, it was fine.
What brake line?
It works. Yeah.
Yeah, pushing air
No,
No, it just it just extremely pressurizes the rear brakes.
Yeah.
To a point that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what's funny? That one doesn't turn. This one is the one that turns. At no matter what RPM.
That's weird because normally it's the right one.
And normally it's the passenger side that's turning.
Yeah.
But the only one that turns is the driver's side on my S10. And it was just barely scraping the concrete enough to where it was leaving a line dead center. And I was underneath it.
Yeah, we're trying to get, you know, the frames knocked out, and then we'll get my cab on, probably my engine and my front clip on it just so it's protected, and then we're going to do
That when we get some more nice days, hopefully.
Well, that's not going to be till
Preferably
like
not when it's
I
cold.
next
guess we'll
week.
work on this in the crappy days, that on the nice days.
Well,
Yeah.
like it's going to be like next, like probably 2 weeks from now.
That's
They're calling for more than 3 inches of snow now. More than 3 inches. So, that's raining Friday into sleet to snow Saturday. Welcome to Missouri.
Yeah.
It's 60 degrees today, and now it is.
probably like 48 right now. Probably.
Yes. And then tonight it's supposed to slowly start getting cold down to 20 degrees, and then
And
it's
then
supposed
tomorrow's
to
supposed to be 56 tomorrow.
and rainy.
No, it's supposed to be sunny.
Oh, is it? Did they change
At least it is here.
Is that KY3?
It starts
No, that's
tomorrow
my
night.
weather app on my
Okay,
phone.
okay. Check weather.com because they say it's supposed to start raining tomorrow and then go into freezing drizzle and then go into snow.
Yeah, it shows we're not supposed
And
to
they're
have
calling
that till
for
Saturday.
1 to 3 inches of snow. Now it's like 1 to 4 inches or 1 to 5 inches of snow now. So, Missouri.
Mhm.
And you guys live further up here, so you know it gets colder up here. So,
It's always like
Have
4
fun.
degrees colder here than it is at your house.
yeah, I gotta fix the stove before I can use it anymore
What's wrong with it?
because it looks like someone shot it. There's a bullet hole in the side of my stove.
Really?
Yes, there's a bullet hole in the side of my stove.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know the hole you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's like the size of like a 9mm like bullet hole perfectly.
I know.
Someone probably shot it when we had a party.
It's very possible.
Freaking Fenwick.
Or Brady.
Who
Oof.
knows?
They're both the only ones who have.
Both of them are the only
Had
two that had
nines.
9s. But yeah, so I gotta fix that. It never started leaking till now all of a sudden though.
Well, it only leaks when we build giant fires in it.
Yeah, I had a hell of a fire in it the other day.
That's the only time it leaks.
I had a very good fire. Like it was like 70 degrees in there, probably almost 80. So what are you guys doing with the short bed?
I don't know.
Because mine's screwed.
Yeah, I know, but then you'll go and cut that one too.
Yeah, I know.
That one's too nice to cut.
Well, we've thought of a plan, so we'll probably use it.
No, we're not using it.
That's a perfect bed. I wouldn't cut that one up.
Rear of the frame and
Oh yeah,
full exo
yeah.
cage it.
Yeah, I wouldn't cut that bed.
Yeah, his plan here with this frame.
Yeah, the only thing I'd do to that bed is like center section it, and then for the C-notch,
Yeah.
that's about it. But you know, actually do it the right way. Measure first, cut second, instead
Or
of
put your
cut.
C-notch in and then cut it.
That's besides no.
That makes more sense.
No, it
Measure
doesn't.
5 times, cut once.
Or you know, cut first, measure last.
I don't know. When I was gonna do mine, I was gonna put the C-notch in first and then cut it. But then you measure where the C-notch needs to be, and then you measure that into your bed. So then it's absolutely perfect.
I wasn't worried about that. It's a like send it truck. It's gonna be fully beat to death.
Yeah, this
So-
this frame will just end up with solid axles since that
Yeah.
front piece is all
And
janked.
the tan cap.
Yeah, we'll figure out something for the floor. We'll just ghetto it.
Stop sign.
Yeah. Well, no, like we'll weld something in there, but it's not going to be a replacement floor pan.
Step
It'll
sign.
just be a flat floor.
Stop sign.
And then yeah, we'll just do like a 350 with a TH350.
Yes.
4-wheel drive, bob the rear of the frame, exo cage it. But that's a very far future.
That's very far.
We've got a bunch of other projects in front of this. In
We
front of
got
that.
both the S10s, both the square bodies. We need to do a Willet run on the 51 come spring.
You can't even see the 51 no more.
Yeah, it's because there's a giant Rio in the way.
Should we show them the 51?
Have you not showed them?
No. We haven't showed them on either channel. All right, so we're gonna show you the 51 that we're thinking about doing. Will it run?
We're gonna do
We're
it.
not thinking, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it just needs to be, you know, just needs a battery and some wiring.
I want to get it back on the road.
Maybe.
It hasn't been on the road since, or it hasn't been started since 1991.
Hasn't been started since 1991.
Yeah, 31 years.
31 years. Has not been driven in 31 years. Or started.
Yeah, well, either. It's just, yeah, they parked it in 91. My grandpa said they parked it in 91, and then it's sat.
The only thing that's missing is the generator, but we're
Well,
gonna
the
convert it
generator's
to 12
in
volt.
there.
Yeah.
It's just,
I'd swap it
Is
to
the
12.
generator? Oh, it is in there.
it's just, remember the mounting stuff is, yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What's the dipstick look like?
I don't know. I haven't
Check the
pulled it in I
dipstick
don't know
down.
how long.
Here, hold,
Dude, the oil's like perfect.
hold this. There's a deer antler on the bumper.
Yeah.
Where's it goes right in there.
Oh, I bet she's locked.
Or she's in gear.
Oh yeah, go see if it is.
Pretty sure she's in gear. Because that oil's way too clean. Yeah, I need this in my life. Wait, is that like an SM465?
No.
The shifter looks exactly like it.
It's in neutral.
I like how there's like moths flying everywhere.
But there's probably a giant rat's nest in the clutch.
Oh, I seen the fan move.
Generators are heavy. Jesus. Yeah, turn the fan.
Well, the sparkulators are still there. Spark plug wires.
Oh, water pump sees too.
Yeah, the water pump sees too.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one.
I say first things first is take the belt off. Because then you ain't gotta fight the water pump and the crank.
Well, I tried spinning the crank by hand even.
Yeah. And getting down there's a pain in the rear.
And these things are supposed to spin over nice and easy.
Yeah.
They're not very high compression motors.
Oof. Still got the 1-barrel carb. All the fuel lines are still there.
Ow. Yeah, that carb's rebuilt. It's got a brand new fuel pump on
Oh,
it.
yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
Starter.
I don't know how good the starter is.
It
I'm
looks.
sure it's fine.
It looks fine. The wiring's all there. Ouch.
Jacob, you want to finish pulling that belt out?
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. So will it run? Soon to be on the. What is it? 51?
Yeah, it's a 51 Chevy.
Will it run on the 51? That rhymes. That goes together perfectly.
Yeah, I think it has like 79,000 miles.
79,000 original miles on 51.
It's 56 to
Anybody need a Dodge?
It's like 56 to 76,000.
You can have that Dodge if you come and get it.
What?
Got 56,000.
56.
858 miles. Here's the speedo.
And no, it's not rolled over. These things, no one ever drove them.
Yeah.
That's all original.
Being it's got that many miles, it's probably about time for a rebuild too.
Yeah. These
The only
motors
thing
don't
it-
last long enough.
The only thing it's missing is the bed.
Yeah. Well, it had a flatbed on it because they hold hay with it back when it was used.
What in the tractor wheel is that?
Those were tractor wheels.
Plastic tire.
Oh no, he's talking about the tractor wheels, not our tires.
I need this for the mud truck.
We have plenty of them. You'd have to buy them off our grandpa.
We can drill them
Ooh,
to
look,
be.
a TBI intake.
Hey,
Is that the one off the Jimmy?
yes it is.
Oh, hey, we found out why his black truck ran like garbage.
Why?
Because we did an EGR delete.
Yeah, we deleted the EGR.
That's fine.
We didn't do the proper thing with it though.
Why?
No, you can't delete the EGR.
On the TBI,
Why?
it doesn't like
It
life.
makes it
I did that
cringe.
perfectly fine on Darlene
I don't know.
and on Blue, and it ran fine.
I can't remember the video we watched, but yeah, they said not to do it at all. It didn't
Oh.
make
It wasn't a video. I was reading on the
It causes them to run rich. I know that, but
Yeah.
you just
Well, remember how rich mine was? It
Yeah.
literally was blowing black
but
smoke.
you adjust that with timing.
But yeah,
But yeah, I need these, and I need to weld the center plate, and then fucking 6-lug Chevy
sure.
for no reason, and then just do like a massive diff drop on the front out of custom plated steel.
Yeah, look, there's your bump stop. Piece of
Piece of wood
2x4
on top of the bump
hay
stop,
bale wire
or underneath
baling wire.
underneath the bump stop on this side.
Should sound like a tractor.
Well, it's got essentially a tractor muffler on it. So. Here's the original color.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then it was
Or wait.
painted dark blue.
Yeah.
I like the inline fuses.
Yeah,
on the
here.
firewall.
It was originally turquoise, or
If you look there,
seafoam,
there's-
seafoam green, actually.
There's the original color, and then here's what it was painted. Right here.
like the color of Wilson,
pretty much, yeah. And then it all.
it was when our great grandpa got it.
and then it looks like it like caught on fire.
No, it's just been sitting for, forever.
That's the color it was when our great grandpa got
Now I
it.
like how it's like all original sheet metal too.
Yeah.
There's no Bondo work. No extra mud.
It just needs.
There's like weld up there.
It needs some body work in here.
I wouldn't even worry about it.
Well, it's in the back of the cab. It's
Yeah,
not.
do you like the fuse block?
Oh no, I like it. 2 inline fuses. Yeah, so I should totally do like a caption right here. Like, you know,
I can move the hood.
yeah, get that S10 hood out of the fucking way.
It was in front of the Blazer.
Just,
Did you see the deer antler? That's
yeah, it's perfect. Like, close the hood. Like, get the hood ornament all in it, and that'd be freaking great.
Yeah, we have the Chevrolet.
Yeah, my dad repainted it. Don't close it for me.
Dude, that's like, right? Oh, right there. Like, look at that. That's like perfect. The 51, will it run? Coming soon.
When it's warm.
When it's warm. So, the 51 will it run will be coming this summer.
Pretty sure she's seized.
No, she's not. Anything could be unseized with a little bit of vinegar in conjunction
I'm
or
just
whatever.
saying,
Not
right
putting
now.
vinegar in it.
Whenever
I'll
everybody
put
else
training
puts in it.
fluid and some other concoction.
Yeah, and then
Oof.
when we start it, we'll pour
Two-stroke
an
oil.
oil gas mix down the carb to lube the top end.
Training fluid.
We'll put training fluid in the cylinders. To
Training
break
fluid
it
down the
loose.
carb.
Training fluid and diesel fuel.
Yeah, me and my
Yeah.
grandpa, we rebuilt the carb and put the pump on it back when I was like 9,
Yeah.
because we were gonna get it running, and
Yeah,
then I don't even know what happened. It just fell off.
Yeah, we just haven't touched it since.
I know nothing about this truck.
I'm excited.
It could be positive ground for all I know. I don't think it is.
I don't know. I don't know. There's one way to find out. Let me look in the battery tray.
There's a battery tray.
Yeah, it's in the
floor.
cab in the floor.
Oh, see, putting a battery in the truck is a perfect idea.
That's where they put them back then.
Remember when I did that to the S10? And everybody's like, that's a dumb idea. Yeah, see, look, greatest truck ever made. And the battery was in the floor.
And the fuel tank's behind the seat.
Well, that was all the way to 70s almost.
72.
Yeah. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show you where the battery tray is.
Oh,
Yeah, and then the brake master is underneath the driver's side.
Yeah, so like, see that hole over there on the driver's side?
Mhm.
That's where the brake master is, and then the battery goes right there.
oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, the brake master's right there.
See, it's all easily accessible from inside the cab, even when you're sitting in a freezing cold snowstorm.
Yeah.
Brakes work perfect.
That's the clutch.
The
Oh.
brakes go straight to the floor.
Well, the clutch ain't stuck.
Yeah, it needs all the brakes.
Well, it ain't coming back up.
Oh, it never did.
Definitely ain't now.
I don't know, is it a positive ground or is it a negative?
Does Siren know what the button next to the gas pedal is?
Yeah. What's the big button on the?
High and dim.
No,
No,
that's the starter.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's
No,
different.
high beams
the high
over
beams
here.
are over there
Oh,
on the floor. We need to find an original radio.
yep. All right, well.
Ooh, I never noticed that. Look at the cool Chevrolet emblem on the heater box.
Oh. All right, well, that's going to end it for my video right now because it's going to start getting too dark for us to see. So, will it run 51? The boys is 51. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see it on both channels.
Yeah, we can do it on both.
I'm down. Or
We
you
can
know,
do it on 3
or you
channels.
know, you can just go to JTBZ and watch it all.
Well, I don't know. It might just go on Rusty Rods.
I say JTBZ. That's the one that's taken off.
We posted on both though.
I'm down. They go on mine, yours, and the main. Oh my God! You guys just left the motor out in the open.
Yeah, it's fine.
That poor carb 2.8.
No, that's,
That's
a 4-cylinder.
The 2.5s or 2.8s over there under the car.
Oh, so that's the 2.2.
that's
2.5.
2.5, whatever. So we're back at the house finally after we was at the boys. You guys seen the Will It Run 51 coming up? That is the boys' somewhere along their long line of family truck. Anyway, so we went over to the boys. We got this column. It is a complete unlock S10 column. A little bit rusty. I mean, it's gonna be perfect. It doesn't need a key. I ain't gonna have the turning signals or nothing like that. It's free. I'm not going to complain. It's better than $300 and something for a Motion Raceworks column. Now, this is just temporary because, like I said, Motion Raceworks. That is going to be the plan, to get a Motion Raceworks, like, complete racing column. It's lightweight. It's durable. Everybody uses it, so I'm going to go ahead and be like everybody else, and I'm going to run one. So that is the plan. Now, this column's going to get us by to be able to get this truck moved around whenever I do need to drive it, or wherever, like, whenever I am driving it. Basically, to get it set up to the way I need it, and then later on I can switch to the Motion Raceworks column and just use this one for now. So, trying to figure out what I do with it. If that is for an S10. I don't know if it is or not. So I'm basically trying to see if it fits on the end of this. If it does, then I'm going to go ahead and throw the column in there real quick. And then I need to figure out what kind of seats I'm going to be running in this S10. Basically, so I can, if I wanted to, I can start it up, back it out. If I wanted to, I could pull it back in. That way, we don't have to sit here and just keep pushing it back and forth. That's really getting old. So, bear with me, guys. I'm going to see if that fits real quick. Alright, so I didn't film any single bit of that, but you guys see me fight with getting that on. And it won, so it didn't go on. Anyway, I got the column in. I got the column in there. The steering wheel is not on there because I got to run and get bolts for the hub for the steering wheel. It's just an old, whatever it is. It's an old dirt track steering wheel of an old dirt track car. It'll work though. I got the steering column all bolted in. Now I am going to try again, and I'm going to fight that thing to get it in. So I'm going to try again and try filming it. Best of luck on getting it in, because I'm not having any freaking luck with any bit of this. Except for finding the actual factory bolts and nuts to go to that steering column. I just did a complete 360. Anyway, I found the actual factory bolts for that steering column, so it went right on in with no problem. Alright, so after fighting with it, I finally got the steering rod in. So I gotta go find some bolts to put this in, that way it's fully in. And then tomorrow, I get to put it around the yard. With no bed, no front end. And then I get to back it in. Alright guys, so after running to the boys and stuff, after we did some baby stuff today, I went to the boys, hung out with them while they worked on Zach's S10, because he's swapping cabs and stuff over to a different frame, making a long bed S10, cool I guess. But went over there, watched them, helped them put a front clip back on it and all this and that, and got the engine hoist so I could play musical motors again, because I got to take the orange motor, put on an engine stand that I borrowed from the boys, and then blues motor I got to tear the rest of the way down tomorrow and get it ready to go to Hood's Performance, because I'm going to get new cam bearings put in it, I'm going to put new rod, main bearings, throw the motor back together, and get it ready for the mud truck. So right now I'm going to go up to the shop. It's currently 42 degrees. It ain't too bad out right now. Letting old Dodge warm up a little bit before I start backing it up and unload the hoist and the stand. And I'm gonna throw the steering, I don't know if you guys can see it, the steering wheel hub on, and possibly put the steering wheel on the S10. That way tomorrow I can just back the S10 out, as long as we ain't got 40 inches of snow like they're calling for 6. Calling for 6 inches of snow from Missouri, and today was 50, then it went to 40, and now it's going to be snowing tomorrow. So, alright, well, you'll probably see me unload the hub, yes, unload the hub, sure, whatever. Alright, so I got the hoist and engine stand unloaded. I'm going to roll the engine stand in here and set it somewhere. I do need to do a little bit of a cleaning up. I got to watch it so I don't get stuff mixed up and stuff. Because, yeah, it's kind of a mess in here right now. So, I'm going to get the engine hoist, or engine stand in here. I'm probably going to sit over there for now. Tomorrow I'll get the hoist in. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to get the steering wheel on. The S10, I'm going to back it out. And then bring the hoist in, do what I need to do. And then back the S10 in. That way I can start focusing on the bed now, being that we got the motor in. So, I'm going to get the engine stand in here real quick. So basically, I gotta get that old nasty steering wheel on. I'm gonna have it recovered, or either that I'm just gonna end up getting a different one. But for now, this one will work. So I'm just gonna use the one I have laying around. It's not exactly that pretty, but it will do its job. It'll do what it needs to do. It'll turn the steering wheel for me, at least. Yeah, I had to go get some new hardware from Ace Hardware, and I had to run by O'Reilly's and have my cousin Dustin tap this for me. Like I said, our O'Reilly's, not your normal average O'Reilly's, I promise. Alright, so I'm going to get the shifter bracket on the bottom of the Turbo 350. I had to jack up the side of the truck. And then I'm going to crawl up underneath it with the tranny fluid, sadly. I'm going to go get the creeper and see what if I can, prevent getting any covered in tranny fluid or, cat smelly piss stuff. That's what I call it. Because it often smells like cat piss. And those are all my bolts and hardware that goes on the bottom of the trans to get that shifter mount onto that shifter. So bear with me, I'm getting there. So tomorrow we move before dawn, basically before it snows. So I got the shifter in. I got it in. I got the cable ran through the floorboard, ran around and back into the trans, into the shifter cable bracket, and then into the linkage of the trans. So the shifter does make it go into gear and stuff, but it's not mounted yet. Like I said, I got to get a seat and then build a pedestal for the shifter because I want it up high enough to where I don't have to reach way down in the floor to shift it. And that way it's like basically right here. That way I can just shift it right next to me. So I got to figure out a seat, figure out where I want my shifter pedestal and stuff at. That way I can back it out of the garage tomorrow. But basically I'm just going to throw a brick right there and use it the way it is now to get it out of the garage and then turn it around and bring it back into the garage. That way I can start focusing on the bed of it. And then also before I get it back in the garage, I got to play musical motors, get that orange motor on that, and then get that motor completely stripped down, the one in the plastic, get it stripped down, ready to go to Hood's Performance to get cam bearings put in it. Once it gets cam bearings put in it, it will be ready for the mud truck. Well, not really, but it'll be ready for the mud truck-ish. I got to get cam, rebuild the 882s over there, the one with the 172 valves, and figure out an intake and carb and distributor. So I got a long road ahead of us before that motor's motor ready, whatever you call it. So yeah. I don't know. I might run the 601 heads with it. I don't know. High compression mud motor, low compression mud motor. High RPM, good torque. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, I don't know. Maybe I should ask the boys what I should do there. Maybe I should run the 601 heads. Maybe I should run the 882 heads. I don't know. I'm talking old guy gibberish at this point. Small block Chevy 305 heads. Popped a good one in the AutoZone parking lot. You know, guys with those double hump heads on small block Chevys. I don't think I'm going to be moving shit. And it's still falling.